Hello, I'm Tom Bushell, the Sports Explorer, and I'm on a journey across America to tell the story of the country through sport and adventure. I'm in South Lake Tahoe, and in this week's video, I'm going to showcase to you 5 of the best hikes to do in the area that offer something for everyone. Please do subscribe and turn on your notifications. A like is always nice as well, and you can comment below with any questions. My first hike on my top 5 hikes list is the Sickle hike. It's South Lake Tahoe's most accessible hike, with the trailhead within walking distance of the Heavenly Village. You'll know you're starting on the right path because there is a service road to walk up, and it goes right underneath the gondola. Just before the road curls to the left, there is an information spot with maps and pocket maps and restrooms, and of course the all-important bear bins, so you can put any trash safely away. Follow the road and soon you'll be changing states. This is the official state line, which you'll find on the tarmac road as you head up to the trailhead. So on this side, it's California on the west, and then on the east, we're now in Nevada. Just a little bit further up the road, you'll get to the trailhead. This is a great hike to do because it's a brilliant way to explore this mountain. It's also within walking distance of the Heavenly Village, so therefore probably your hotel. And that is an elevated part of this trail. And I think whilst you're here, you have to give that a go, don't you? I just caught a glimpse of the view looking back to the lake. I think this could be worth it. Oh, it is worth it. Wow. Proper alpine hiking this, isn't it? With the sugar pines, the gondola in the distance going up the mountain, the lake stretching out. Just missing the snow really. As you come out of the forest, you essentially start to climb properly, although it's still absolutely fine and doable. I can hear water. I think there might be a waterfall close by. It is the perfect spot to sit down, have a little bit of lunch, have some water, and cool your feet down. It is cold. There is absolutely no denying that this hike deserves to be in my top 5 hikes of South Lake Tahoe. My second hike in my top 5 South Lake Tahoe trails is the one that leads you to one of the most glorious lake settings you'll find. Welcome to the Upper Eagle Falls hiking trail. On this hike, we'll be passing waterfalls and arriving at one of California's most special gems, Lake Eagle. And it all starts with a bit of a staircase. Now there are 3 different options you can do around here. You can just do the short Eagle Falls loop, or after you get to the Eagle Falls Bridge, you can carry on to Lake Eagle. And for those even more adventurous, you can continue into Desolation Wilderness. This is the bridge that crosses Eagle Falls. The track after the bridge is a steep but stepped climb upwards. Much of this hike is over hard ground, rocks and boulders. It's fairly straightforward, but make sure you're wearing the correct footwear. Follow the steps upwards before the ground flattens out a little bit. There's still a little further to go and some more steps to climb, and you'll see a signpost pointing towards Eagle Lake. And then it opens up and you are treated to the most magnificent lake view. Once you've soaked up every ounce of Lake Eagle, you hike back down the way you came up, taking in the views of Emerald Bay, crossing the Eagle Falls Bridge, and then back to the trailhead. Hike number 3 in my top 5 list is the Rubicon Trail. So the start of this hike begins at the Eagle Point campground, and the trailhead is by a fire pit with signposts letting you know what directions to take. And the first task is a very pleasant downhill stretch with Lake Tahoe on your right. Lake Tahoe is a consistent companion along this trail. It is in fact America's biggest alpine lake. So the full Rubicon Trail is actually around 13 miles long, and it goes all the way around to the west bank of Lake Tahoe to Rubicon Point. But because it's essentially a there and back hike, that means you can turn around whenever you want. As you continue, you'll walk down the hill. You'll slowly get closer and closer to the water's edge of Lake Tahoe. Once you have crossed the Lower Eagle Falls Creek Bridge, you'll turn right and walk onto the beach, where you can chill out, kayak to Finette Island, and discover more about the Vikings' home estate. After the beach, you can either carry on to the west bank of Lake Tahoe or turn around and head back the way you came down. I tell you, I'm not used to hikes that start downhill and therefore finish uphill. For my next hike to showcase, I was caught in very windy conditions during a day when the smoke from the nearby Californian wildfires were playing havoc across South Lake Tahoe, as you'll see by the yellow tint in the air. This is the Zephyr Cove Trail. Now this one isn't really advertised, but it's the one the locals say when you're in South Lake Tahoe must be done. This hike is about a 10-minute drive east from South Lake itself, so you cross over state line, and we're in Nevada here. In a cab it'll cost you around about $15. Essentially this is a coastal path, and what's brilliant about it is all the way along you'll find these little coves and little beaches as well, with big boulders surrounding the beach areas. Such a shame about the weather today. I really wanted to show this place off to you in its best light, but hey, you can't control everything. But just imagine being sat here with the sun shining, a calm lake, and that's why people talk about this trail as being one of the best in the area, because there are so many little beaches like this. And if you come on this trail, you'll eventually find a beach all to yourself. Because of all the boulders that surround this stretch of coastline on Lake Tahoe, they're great fun to climb around. Oh, the wind is getting too much, and therefore the smoke in the air as well. But this trail is well worth your time. Just check the weather before you come. To do the Zephyr Trail, you'll start at the Zephyr Lodge. Welcome to the Cascade Falls hiking trail. This is my 5th and final top 5 hiking trails to do in South Lake Tahoe. Now to start this hike, you need to come to the Bayview Trailhead. It's actually a campsite, and you walk through the campsite and the trail starts at the back. It's a pretty easy trail this, but the views you get of Cascade Lake make it one of the reasons this is an extremely popular hike to do in this area. And within a couple of minutes of being on the trail, the views open up and you get to see Cascade Lake. It's known to be quite a fun hike this. The trail is easy to follow, and essentially it follows around the side of the mountain, which means the views of the lake to your left on the way out are really spectacular. The track is great fun. It's sort of a mixture of sand and boulders, so again, wear correct footwear. So this hike essentially brings you to Cascade Falls, which is here somewhere. Now, I have been told off numerous people that this area really hasn't had a great winter for a number of years, just not enough rainfall, and that means that especially in the summer months, the water in these falls just isn't what it normally is. That being said, the Cascade Falls hike is still well worth it. And that wraps up my top 5 hikes to do in South Lake Tahoe. Every single one of them has been absolutely brilliant. No matter if you're a beginner or advanced, South Lake Tahoe has to be on your bucket list. Thanks so much for watching. Please do subscribe and follow my journey as I tell the story of our world through sport and adventure. You can watch more videos of my journey here. In next week's video, I'm in Los Angeles, where I'll show you exactly how to attend an LA Dodgers game, and after that, I'll guide you along how to do the Hollywood sign hike. See you then.